What's up, YouTube, and what's up, Raider Nation? Huge game, in my personal opinion, for the Raiders going against the Houston Texans on Monday night in Mexico City, or in Mexico. And before I even get into the analysis, I want to give a shout out to Mark Davis because letting Tommy Smith, the former Olympian, who's most famous for raising his fist, black glove, when he on the Olympic stand when he won the gold medal. Huge moment in Olympic history and a huge moment for civil rights for African Americans and the Black Power movement. So kudos for Mark Davis being aware of that and it happening in Mexico. So salute to Mark Davis. Now, huge game for the Raiders because it's a primetime game. The whole world is watching, and there's all this buzz about the Raiders. And, you know, I'm nervous because this is a game we should beat. This is a game we should win. And I've always said since the beginning of the season, good teams, great teams, they all beat teams they're supposed to win. And we're supposed to beat the Houston Texans, in my personal opinion. Now, why am I scared? I'm scared because, I don't know, maybe it's just me, but DeAndre Hopkins, for some reason, I'm fearful of that guy. He hasn't had the season that most thought, especially since they drafted Will Fuller. He hasn't been lighting the league on fire, but the man's still dangerous, and I'm just weary of him right now. I know our defense is steadily improving, but I'm just fearful of that guy. And then Will Fuller with his tremendous speed, he's also got to be worried about. Now, I'm not as worried about Will Fuller as I am about DeAndre Hopkins because Will Fuller has a tendency to drop big balls and easy balls. So we just can't allow him to blow the top off the coverage, off the defense. I'm not really worried about Will Fuller. DeAndre Hopkins, though, he can make those contested catches similar to Michael Crabtree, and he can beat you deep. So the defense cornerbacks have to be on their toes, have to be aware of where DeAndre Hopkins is at all times. Also, another guy who I think we have to keep in check, Lamar Miller. Just when you think the guy is not going to have a good game, he ends up having a good game. And I think people have slept on this man throughout the entire year because the Texans haven't lived up to the expectations that they went into the season opener. But don't sleep on Lamar Miller. Defensive line has controlled the line of scrimmage of the Houston O-line. You got to contain. You cannot allow Lamar Miller to run all over us. We got to keep him in check. Keep him in check and keep DeAndre Hopkins in check. And let's not let Will Fuller just run free. Let's jam him at the line. That's why I think you contain Will Fuller. Now, on the other side for the Raiders, the key I think honestly is controlling the trenches for the offensive line for the Raiders. We have to control the trenches. We cannot allow Vince Wilfork to get in the backfield and stop Latavius Murray from getting positive yardage, Jalen Richard getting positive yardage, and DeAndre Washington. We have to keep them in control. Jadeveon Clowney, he's actually having a good season because he's healthy. We got to keep him in check. We can't allow him to have those disruptive plays. And a quick note on Jadeveon Clowney. Why is it that this man gets more tackles when he's behind the line of scrimmage when he's unblocked? Like how does he always continuously get unblocked for those behind the yardage, those tackles for losses? I'm just wondering, how do people not see him? Is he invisible? There's like some cloaking thing. It's astounding how often he gets unblocked. But anyway, we got to keep him in contact. We got to keep him in check. We have to. Donald Penn, it's going to be on you. The offensive line has had great success as of actually the whole season. Kudos to Mike Tice for doing a tremendous job coaching these guys up, especially since all the injuries we've had throughout the year. So, offensive line has to control the defensive line of the Houston Texans. Because if we can do that, and if you can run, which the Texans have been susceptible to in the last couple of weeks, we'll win this game. I'm kind of weary of Derek Carr throwing the ball all over the field because the Texans secondary is nice. It's nice. They're ranked 6th in the entire league, so they're no slouch there. Jonathan Joseph, I think in my personal opinion, an underrated cornerback. I like Kareem Jackson. I like, Eddie Pleasant. the backup for the Texans. I think he's a playmaker. So I think we should try to control the game, run Tay Train, run Jalen Richard, run DeAndre Washington. Get your passes when you can. I recommend going for the short ball as opposed to a long ball, and that's where Derek Carr excels in the long ball. But I think this one you want to have the short game, and I'm pretty sure Seth Roberts is going to have the best game because they're going to try to roll coverage over to Crabtree, and they're going to try to roll coverage over to Amari. So I'm looking for Seth Roberts to just work the slide and just work in the middle of the field. So I think he's going to have a good game for all you fantasy players out there. One thing I am looking forward to seeing, Sebastian Janikowski. You've had kind of a down year. You missed some kicks you should make. A kicker of your caliber should make. I'm looking for you to bounce back. You had a bye week, maybe to get your mind right, maybe to get your legs right. I need you to step up, Sebastian Janikowski. This is a good year for us, and we need you. We need all three phases of the game, and you're one of those phases. So I'm looking for Sebastian Janikowski to have a good game, a bounce back game, make those kicks that he should be making. Other than that, Brock Osweiler. For the defense, got to get consistent pressure on Brock Osweiler. Even though he's 6'7", 6'8", tall QB in the league, got to get him down, got to get him rattled because he's not very mobile for a guy his size. So if Khalil Mack, I believe, actually no, he did have the game that Khalil Mack had 5 sacks. It was against Brock Osweiler and the Broncos. So if Khalil Mack can be that disruptor that he was last year, I know this is a different offensive line, but if he can get pressure on Brock Osweiler. Maybe Bruce Irvin will clean up, or maybe other members of the defensive line will clean up because he's not a real mobile guy. He can't really escape. So if we can get consistent pressure, I like our chances. And he has been known, Brock Osweiler, when you get consistent pressure, he does make some errant throws. Not quite interceptions, I would say, but he makes some errant throws where he throws it away, or it's just like, or he lost over somebody's head, which could lead to an interception. So if we can get to Brock Osweiler, we're in good business. We're in good business, and that in essence takes out DeAndre Hopkins, who I think if Brock Osweiler gets time, DeAndre Hopkins could be a huge factor in them winning this game. So that's my key. Who do I think will win? Got to go my Raiders. Got to go with my Raiders. And that's not just because I'm a Raider fan. I just think we're a better team. I think we're rolling. I think we have the momentum. I think this team is seizing the moment, and they realize how precious it is to have success in this league because, as any Raider fan will tell you, we haven't had success in a very long time. So I think this team realizes that, and I think they will go for the win. Anyway, tell me what you guys think. Do you think it'll be a blowout win? Do you think they won't? Do you think they'll run the ball, which I think they should do, the Raiders, or do you think they'll air it out? Let me know what you guys think, and give me your predictions. Anyway, as always, thank you for watching, and please don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, Letterist Sports Show. Can't wait for the whole world to see us on Monday night to get this good W. I'm out.